Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have See No Evil. There are a lot of things on IMDb called See No Evil. Series and movies and documentaries, and well, this is a bit of a documentary series, reality crime series. The music and the way it's put together and the recreations included in this over dramatize a lot of it. But what it does do also is shed a light on crimes that are horrific and senseless, and it, at least in the one episode I watched, each of the episodes are self-contained. It's not a story of hunting down a killer or a kidnapper or something else that takes place over a number of episodes. I think each one of these is a single case per episode, and from spots all over the country, possibly the world. I don't know. There's 4 seasons on Disney Plus. Seasons 1, 2, 3, and 8. So we miss 4 through 7 in there somewhere, and there might be some beyond that. This is from 2014 and 2021. And it basically just sets up a story about, in at least the case of the first episode I watched of the first season, young girl, just a week prior, had graduated high school. She is about to have a dinner party, whatever, with her family and her boyfriend. She goes out to get a gift for her boyfriend at the local Target, and she never returns. Her dad is a cop, by the way, so he's in a situation where when your daughter goes missing, you want to look at it as a cop, but you're also definitely a dad. And there's 2 different angles, approaches that a dad and a cop might make. Understandings that a dad and a cop might reconcile with what evidence they have in front of them. Or what they may not be able to reconcile in the moment, being a dad. And so there's the drama from the dad's point of view, the family's point of view, and the boyfriend's point of view. And you go, is it something that somebody she knows could have done? But what helps in this case is the fact that, at least according to one of the policemen, that Target has one of the best surveillance camera systems of any stores, at least at the time when they were filming this. Like, high-end, high-quality, and pretty pervasive throughout their store, outside and inside. So if you're going to be... don't do this. If you're going to be out there harming people, taking them away from their families, don't do it at a Target. Just saying. They're going to get you on camera. And when you're shopping there, yeah, you're on camera. So whether you're stealing or scoping the joint or whatever you're doing, yeah, go do your horrible things somewhere else. Not that that's, hey, way to go Target, but it did help in this situation. And I'm certainly not somebody who's going to be promoting the benefits of the FLOCK system. That is quickly covering our country. That's a whole other issue. I am certainly not for that. But in this case, where the purpose isn't to constantly be tracking certain people for certain reasons, but it's helpful when we can have access to some of this information, when it's not tracking. But yeah. They were able to use the cameras both in the parking lot of the mall and also in Target to show that she was there when she was there, and if there was anybody that had been following her. And I'm not going to tell you all the details, but yeah, it was that kind of situation. And it's heartbreaking to watch these kind of things. It really is. These are real people. As I don't want to call this a reality TV show, even though they dramatize it to a point where all the intense music building up and the build up to the commercial break, and then they and then they have to come back and rebuild it up again. So they give you the solution to the problem, and yeah, lots of interviews with broken-hearted families years after they have been dealing with this. I can't imagine. I don't know what year this happened or what year it was all there. The family was also interviewed, but I can't imagine something like that being done in the same year as when it happened, because that would be just devastating. I'd tell people to screw off and don't bother me if my daughter was taken that way. So yeah, it's the kind of thing where for me, the most compelling part is doing the forensics, doing the research, trying to, and the whole time they're like, oh, well, we got this information from this camera. We saw her in this camera. We saw her in that camera. And I said, I'm constantly like yelling at the screen going, okay, well, not yelling, but going, okay, well then if the person who dropped off her car 2 hours later stopped in this lot and you saw them run away a certain direction, you should be able to find, hopefully, other cameras along that way. And yeah, this is where the cameras become useful, but you should be able to find more footage, possibly from a convenience store or a drive-through or a bank or something like that you would normally find in that vicinity of a mall. But yeah, whenever somebody in my family gets, or somebody I know, I should say, gets, scammed or becomes a victim of some sort of crime, usually like people who steal credit card numbers and things like that, I want to go through every detail. Or in a car accident, if my mom had a car accident a year ago, and they were starting to try to blame her for the accident, and I was like, take pictures of the scene. I was trying to do all the math and trying to do all the research from across the country and hopefully figure it out before anybody else, because everybody was going to be lazy about it or just not care enough. And I'm trying to do that every time I watch something like this. It's, to me, it would be just too frustrating to know that the results are usually going to be the same. Otherwise, they wouldn't include it on this show. Maybe there's a few episodes where somebody comes home. Then that would be awesome. But yeah, this kind of show about this kind of evil tends to not have those happy endings very often. And so this is not the kind of show I'd be watching on a regular basis, unless I could separate myself from the trauma, from the forensics that I would like to do for it. But yeah, it's for those people who love these kind of true crime dramas. Yeah, this got a lot for you here. The first season only has like 6 episodes. Yeah. And other following seasons 13, 13, 10. So yeah. There's a lot. Come on. There's a lot to take in. I was going to pick something. Nope, not going to pick it. Because tomorrow's Monday. Monday is our weekly Sharkfest episode, and it's our final one. This very well could be my final shark episode in this series. And it's... I've been waiting for this forever. I've done clusters of shark things, where I've taken like 50 different episodes and put them into one, where I just watched a little bit of each to talk about them. That was frustrating, and it took forever. And there was times where when I left the shark things to be randomly picked, I'd get 2 or 3 episodes in a week, and that got frustrating. I took them away for a long time, and now they're back, and I decided I'm just going to do it 1 a week. 1 a week is all I need, and I'll get through them by the end of August, and guess what? That's what we're doing tomorrow. Great White Gauntlet is what we're watching next and last as part of all the shark content that's available on Disney+. I think and I hope. Great White Gauntlet from National Geographic is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.